Welcome to Mr. Dungle's channel. Today's May 31st, 2021. First and foremost, I am not a financial advisor and I do this for entertainment purposes only. Today's May 31st, meaning it's Memorial Day here in the United States of America, and I'd like to salute all the soldiers, everybody who's laid their lives on the ground for us to be able to have the freedoms we enjoy today. Without further ado, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the 7 coins I'm looking forward to in the next 90 days and why I believe they should be in my portfolio. So, we're going to start with One Harmony, which is what is on the screen today. You guys know that previously we went low and tested 775. If you remember before that, we went even lower and tested just shy of 5.8, which is just say 6 cents. And, we've reached all-time highs of 22 cents. A lot of people will tell you that this could be the second leg of the bull run. So many other fuddsters around are, saying this is the end and nothing's going to happen, to now everybody's changing their tone because of this indicator or the other. I'd like to share with you my sentiments. My sentiments are, I believe that by the end of the year, and moreover, by 90 days from today, I think One Harmony will be at $1. That's my personal opinion. I also believe that our next coin, number 2, a VTHO, which you could have also gotten on clearance at 10 cents. You could have gotten it at around 924, and during our massive drop, you could have gotten it on sale at just 6.5 cents. So you would have already doubled if you were into the space and looking, and you're like, oh, what's a VeChain going to do? Well, let me tell you what VeChain's already done. This coin is a coin that a lot of people have ridden since 0.025 on this channel. They rode it all the way to 27 cents. They enjoyed getting profits. They enjoyed making money. And now they're looking for a lower entry. They got in at 9, 6, 7, 8, 10, even 12 cents. Because as soon as this starts pumping again, that would be double. And it still wouldn't be near its previous all-time high. VeChain, its supply chain management, and what it has in store, it is one of the most underrated coins today. Ethereum, even though it's a little bit pricey right now, and compared to the $4,384 it previously went to as its new all-time high, it is still relatively inexpensive. We hit just recently $2,200. Before that, we had a dip and went to $2,190. And during the massive correction, I like to point out that you could have picked it up close to $1,750, but it never dropped below that. Right now, a lot of people are saying, well, it could drop and this could happen. As you notice, this is a inverse head and shoulders pattern and predicted exactly and projected and exactly what we thought it would do. We're looking for a little bit to the downside here coming up and then go continued upwards momentum. Ethereum being the number 2 coin in all of crypto, it's very important that you understand what it is. It's very important that you understand and do your research on each coin you put your money into. As always, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion and why I think these coins should be in my portfolio. So Ethereum being the number 2 coin, it's got a market cap currently of around $300 billion, and it's got about $45 billion in volume over the last 24 hours. It should signify a lot. Now, can we see its flip Bitcoin, which is a subject, and go to the number 1 coin? I think we can. I think if it were to double in price, it would put it around $5,300. It would easily double if Bitcoin just stayed and maybe lowered itself a little bit. So you get it. Ethereum is very important to have, even if you have a little bit of Ethereum, even if you have, some more Ethereum, even if you have adding Ethereum, because end of the year for me, this coin, or within the next 90 days, I see around $5,000 for this coin, meaning we can double exactly where we're at, or maybe a little bit shy or less. VET, I didn't give my price prediction for 90 days. I think it's going to be over $1 as well. I'm not going with the 30 or 45, 50 cent mark. I think that within 90 days of this recording, this coin will be $1. MATIC, a coin that we've covered on this channel since 0.03, rode it all the way to around 265. Got out, got in, got back out at 86 cents. You could have taken a nice beautiful entry point at 174. You could have enjoyed it at $1.52. But let's show you what it did back here. You could have enjoyed it at 74, 75, 80 cents. The question is, did you? The answer is probably no, you didn't, because you were too scared, listening to the wrong channels, listening to the wrong things. I believe we have a falling wedge pattern and getting ready to break out. That's just my personal opinion. MATIC, I think that within 90 days will be a $5 coin. BTC, we're on the monthly chart right here. Why are we on the monthly chart? Because I'd like to point out the following. This was a top. This was a top. This was not a top. This is a major correction. 1 out of 3 that I've called. Especially if you are of the sentiments and thinking that we will cross and see someday a $100,000 plus Bitcoin, then this is just a major correction. And we'll see after this one about 2 more. Hopefully after the $100,000 mark, so it's not as impactful. We continue to monitor it because there is still some chance. It's not fully out of the woods, but there are some chances that we could see a $30,000 to $28,000 Bitcoin. My number 5 coin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coin, apologize, is a VTHO, which is not coming up on the screen, and that's fine. Pull it up right here. Currently at 0.093, which is a steal. You could have gotten it for 0.0077, and during the big drop, you could have gotten it as low as 0.0066. It had a nice pump all the way to 1, and then 19, 16, and then it had that other massive drop that we just experienced here just hours and days ago. VTHO, I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's going to be $1 because it's not, but I do anticipate it being close to around 6 cents within 90 days. So 6 cents, if you hold and you're doing your math and your calculations, you're like, oh, well, that is kind of smart because you're looking at about a 6x from where you're at. Now, the last coin I will be talking about is Cardano ADA. So why do I say this? I've covered this coin since 25 and 30 cents. You know, I told people it would hit $1. People made fun of me, and it did. I said it would exceed it, and then I said let it cool off, and we had our nice cool off period, as you guys can see in the charts. A good entry point would have been $1.50, would have been $1.35, would have been $1.43, and of course, when we went all the way low to about $1.07. So it never went below that dollar, or at least not on the major charts. What do I say about Cardano? Well, Cardano has a bright future ahead of itself. But more importantly, it's not like, hey, I want you to form a huge, Cardano pod and put all your eggs in one basket. No. And again, not advice, just my opinion, I would accumulate, like I called for it. If you follow me on Twitter a few weeks back, a few months back, I've continued to say, hey, add Cardano to your portfolio because when it explodes, it's going to explode big. Obviously, there's other coins that I do support. Chainlink I support. SNX I support. XLM I support. There's so many coins. Bitcoin Cash, there's Litecoin. Solana is a huge project, which I'm a believer in. But for the next 90 days, I'm focusing on these coins. Obviously, I'm not going to go into the details, but I would still pick up, obviously, the coins I just mentioned, Chainlink, Solana. I would pick up some Theta. And let's see what else. Oh, Crypto.com token. I would for sure pick that up. And I should have probably added that as a number 8, but I just did. And Algorand. Algorand under $1, in my opinion. Humble, professional, very good, solid professional project. But in my humble opinion, I believe that Algorand is great, but they have the professionalism. They have a solid project. You've seen $4.77 just over 710 days ago. Circulating supply of 3 billion. It's a strong project. It's something I would probably look into. As always, if you like the content, you can hit that like, you can hit that dislike, you can subscribe or unsubscribe. On this channel, we're not going to ask you to do any of that because we're not trying to do YouTube numbers. We're just trying to show you what we do and what Mr. Dungles does and what he likes. I thank you for your time. I thank you for your opportunity. As always, God bless you. Jesus loves you, and I love you. Take care. Thank you.